Okay, and we're here with another episode of On The Duty, and this time we've got a very, very good friend of mine, former apprentice in the coaching game, Jamal Lowe. What's going on, my brother?
What's happening, man? Good to be here.
Listen, do you know how long I've been trying to get you on here?
Bruv, I live far away, man. I live far away. I got to pick my moments.
Yeah, true. I was, first of all, congratulations. Jamaica debut and bagging.
Thank you, man.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Took a while for them to call you up, though, innit?
It took a while still, I'm not going to lie. But it takes a while to get your passport on that sorted. You got to find all the documents from your mum and dad. But it's just good to finally get it, travel the world a bit as well. So it's nice, man.
Yeah, man. Mum and dad are proud?
Yeah, man. Buzzing, got them both a shirt and that. Go back them in the house, they're wearing Jamaican shirts just in the middle of the day and that, just chilling.
Yeah, but, love that. Good, your squad's a bit of a championship all-star team, innit? Does that make it easy for you to blend in and, you know, make it comfortable on that?
100, because we know a lot of each other. We either play against each other or played with each other. Obviously, Casey Palmer got called up same time. He was at Swansea at the time, so it was like an easy blend into the group.
Do you not banter with each other saying, "I remember when I scored against you lot"? That sort of banter.
Yeah, it comes in obviously in training and that when man are giving you talks and that. Obviously, if they've done something good in training, and you can just be like, "Rah, how about when we slapped you 3-0?" Do you know what I mean? Or rah, like, how about when you got mixed? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's always that competitive banter, especially when we play against each other week in, week out.
Yeah. Good debut. It's not your debut season. Good debut season for Swansea, actually.
Yeah.
Making a playoff final.
Yeah, it's a bit of a touchy one. But now it was all round, it was pretty good. Do you know what I mean? I think at the end of it, like at the beginning of the season, no one really was looking for that type of success so quick.
Yeah.
Obviously last season they got in by chance. Do you know what I mean? Last day of the season they had to win by 4 goals. Someone else had to lose, and it happened. Do you know what I mean? So this season was like to finish comfortably in there is obviously progression, but that's not what we're here for. We're here to win. You get me? So hopefully next season's the one.
I think we spoke about this before, but did you lot go into the final thinking we've got this, man? You're thinking I'm prem bound.
Do you know what? Yeah, I think we went in very confident. I don't know if that was to our downfall or not, because you don't really want to go into it nervous, but there was no nerves around the place. Like, everyone seemed quite happy, quite confident. Warm-up was good, literally. And then the changing room was good. Like, before the game, everyone saying the right things. And then we went out onto the pitch and Brentford turned the heat on.
It's a long 45, boy. You've been at Wembley before, obviously. We'll talk about that later. But you must have thought, I've been here before. I've bagged before. My house is right. I'm going to bag and just go chill at my house.
Bag and drive 10 minutes home. You know what? It kind of does. Like, a lot of the Swansea boys have been there before. It helps because really, when you go there, even though it was only like 20,000 or something, it's still loud. Like, you can't really hear each other in a warm-up. And that experience alone helps. Obviously, Brentford had it the year before. Playoff final, lost. Like, they've been there. Everyone's felt that pain. And I think us feeling that pain this year is definitely going to push us on for next year.
Speaking of Swansea, you live in a different country. You know, like when I'm speaking to you, like, come on the pod, you're like, bro, I live 3-4 hours away.
It's mad.
Do you know what? You live in a different country. How are you settling in Wales? Is it mad different to England? I know it sounds mad saying that.
It's not that different because it's kind of similar to Portsmouth, like seaside. Do you know what I mean? Quiet. Roads are quiet. You got the country lanes and that. You got little cafes on the beach and whatnot. So it's calm, like, it's not mad drastic. Compared to London, obviously, it's completely different, but I ain't lived in London since I was flipping 20. Like, I ain't lived in London for so long.
Mad.
I'm kind of used to living in the sticks now.
Hold on, your son must have a mad accent, boy, because he ain't even touched London.
He's never lived in London, not one day in his life. He's been London for 5 days.
That is mad.
My little girl's got like half Manchester accent, and now half Welsh. And now little boy's like learning to speak and his accent's Welsh. Like, it's mad.
So head
There's
down.
no controlling it. He goes to nursery and obviously all the teachers are Welsh. Like, there's no controlling it. Like, you're bringing him home and he's saying mad things and you're thinking, well, we don't speak like that. But
you better send him boarding schools. Like,
he's got to come back. So he's got to spend his summers in London still.
Why Swansea? Obviously, you had a few options. We had a little phone call.
Yeah. I think it was just. I think it's a good club. They play good football. Like, from early, they've played good football. When they first went to the Prem, like, that was one of the things. Like, they went to the Prem and started playing like Arsenal straight off the back. Do you know what I mean? Playing that from the back. So, to be a part of that, I wanted to be a part of that style of football. Obviously, the other clubs that I was talking to, I don't know, it just didn't feel right. And Swansea was the one that really stuck out for me.
Yeah, to be fair, it's the only one that made sense. Not going to name the other clubs we spoke about. But...
No, we're not going to name anyone, man.
Let's talk about you on the pitch now for a little bit. When I speak to people about getting you on, they're like, bruv, get Jamal Lowe on, his story's sick. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying. Then they see you score, your scoring pattern's mad. You'll score brace, one goal drought. Brace, one goal. Like, you know when you're in your goal drought, you're thinking, bruv, I need to bag. Like, you stressing out, or like, how are you coping with it?
You know what? I'm not really fussed, you know. I just hop in and hop out, bruv. Like, it's just one of them. When I'm here, like, just like my man, bro. Like, when I'm on form, like, I know I'm gonna score. Do you know what I mean? And when I'm not, as long as I'm playing well, I'm kind of happy with that. Whereas I think some man would rather play bad and score. Do you know what I mean? But I've never really been that kind of like, all I want to do is score, whether I've lost the ball however many times, whatever. I've always wanted to play well, and most of the time when you play well, you score. So that's my main. That's like my main thing. As long as I'm playing well, whether I've scored, I've gone a couple games without it. Like, my focus is make sure I play well. And I think that's what we need to bring back, man. Like, because the whole stats thing, it's getting a bit mad. It's getting too, like, the focus on stats. People aren't doing nothing and they're popping up with the maddest stats. So
everything's an assist now, isn't it?
But some of the assists are bonkers. I've claimed a few though. Man are sticking in the top bins from 25. But I pass it to him, so it's an assist.
Better. You get a bonus for that.
You might do.
When did so you're one of the victims of racial abuse. When did that start? Did that start during a drought? Like, because you lot, Swansea went through a mad patch where you lot was losing and drawing. Is that when it started?
For this season, yeah. I've had it in previous seasons, like certain games, if you've had a bad game or if you've even had a good game against a certain team and their fans will pop up and start hitting you with abuse. But with Swansea, obviously we had a little patch, hit a little bad run of form, and that's when it started to happen. But the worst thing is, it happened to like four players, all different games, like in a space of 2 months. Like, say we lost this game, this guy got abused.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, we lost the game, I got abused. The next week, we lose again or we draw, someone else is getting abused. Like, the abuse is just mad. Like, there's no way to stop it unless we're verifying accounts.
I think they're I don't know if they're trying to do what they're trying to do.
I don't think they're trying it, man.
Is that why you come off Twitter? Because I know, like, I'm thinking, right, like, how come you don't tweet? Did you unfollow me or whatever? But
yeah, I come off Twitter, man. It's too much. When I deeped it, I'm just getting bare messages, like good and bad. I don't really need to see both.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I can get, like, my WhatsApp's here for the messages that I need to get. Do you know what I mean? The whole Twitter thing, I'm seeing 1 week, worst player I've ever seen in a Swansea shirt. Get out of our club. Why did we sign you? Next week, oh my God, you're my favourite player. Can I get a shirt? It don't make sense from the exact same person. I said, listen, I don't need these messages in my life. Do you know what I mean? If you want to follow my Instagram, it's up to you. But if I don't follow you, you can't message me anyway. So it's just one of them.
Fair enough. So when did you lot agree to do did you lot start the boycott? Or was that like a FA thing?
Swansea done a boycott first.
Okay, yeah.
Because it was so frequent, like 2 months and 4 players all got different abuse. So we had our own one, and I think a couple clubs jumped on at the time. And then see the league followed suit after, and like the whole football league jumped on.
Do you think that helped, or was it like you've done the boycott? Go back on your socials. There's a whole list of abuse still waiting there.
Yeah, I think really the FA and all that could have acted a little bit quicker. When we first done the first one, they could have done it straight off the back instead of 2 weeks later. We've got a great idea. We'll do it as well. But really and truly, it doesn't do much besides from raise awareness. Scrolling through my Insta, we had a blackout, 2 blackouts this year. We had 1 blackout last year. We had the blackout the season before that. Nothing's changing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Until the powers that be change it, we can black out all we want. Unless you make another app and everyone uses that where they've figured it, so you have to verify your account if you want to stay on Insta and Twitter and all them things.
Does it affect you?
Not really. So you're not really fazed by it, but it's one of them where you can kind of sense if it's coming. Like if you come against a certain team, or you've had a bad game, or you've lost a couple of games in a spin, or whatever the circumstance is, it's not a surprise anymore. It's just I'm getting this again. Like so much worse things going on in the world, and we're getting abuse over a football match at the end of the day. I know it means a lot to us. Like people at home think it means a lot to them. It means the same amount to everyone on the pitch. So because someone's made a mistake, or he's missed a chance, or he slipped to let a goal in or something, all of a sudden he's a monkey, or whatever other name you want to start calling people. So it's just a never ending thing that.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna stop for now anyway.
Not for now. Not until, like you say, you can't do it anymore. If I want to post something about coronavirus, the little ting comes up saying this is false information. If you want real information, go to the NHS website. Or if I want to post something with a song on it, they've removed it saying I don't own the rights to this song. So they can obviously censor content. Do you know what I mean? Nudity you can't post. They can censor what you post, and they're choosing not to on racism. So there it is.
Let's just hope, and it can always hope. Let's lighten the mood a bit.
Let's hope.
So one of your goals went viral because you did a certain celebration in front of a certain goalkeeper and his camera.
Oh yeah, I'm
gonna shout him out, car. Get me? That's
my guy, man. That's my guy.
Well, did you know what he was? Actually, I think I told you to celebrate because I watched it. But what made you think? Right, where's the camera?
Do you know what? Yeah, I don't think I scored. I think I was on another goal drought. You know, I'll be real. I think I was on a goal drought. Yeah, and obviously the game's at home, so every home game we come in 3 hours early, pre-match. Like eat upstairs.
You come into the ground, yeah?
Into the stadium, yeah. Pre-match, eat at the ground, chill, have a meeting, watch TV, whatever. And while we're like after lunch and that, we're just chilling. A couple man are watching the Ben Foster thing, and he's like, "Have you ever watched it?" I was like, "You know what? I've never watched it, but I've seen it on Insta and that." And I was like, "If I score today, no lie, I need to make it on the next episode. Like, this is the goal. I'm making it on the episode." And originally, like, I was gonna pick up the tripod and run off with it like this, but I thought that's a bit of a mad one. Like, that could cause too much chaos.
He'll try and grab you.
Do you know what I mean? That's too much chaos. So I thought, let me just, you get me, just slap one in, run up to the camera, and then I scored again. I was like, should I do it again, or am I milking it? Like, I've done it now. If he wants to put it in the video, it's there, innit? I don't need to rub it in man's face. But.
Did he shout you after and say, "Oh, you mugged me off" or whatever?
Nah, he didn't shout. Do you know what? I see him the return game like at their place, and like he was like, "Yo, like, man's got me views on that." I was like, "Bro,
run me my cheese, man."
That's it. I see he's got deals with the EFL and that, so he can post unlimited footage. So
he's doing this thing.
Fair play to him, man.
Let's start with football, where I met you as a footballer. Well, I didn't play there, but where I met you and you was playing. Barnet, how did that come about?
Barnet. When did I go to Barnet? I think I went there at 17.
Wait, where was you before that? Because obviously you're not new to football.
Not new to football, but I was never in a academy growing up. Okay. I was in I think I might have been playing for Farnborough.
Okay.
So I was doing journeys back then. Mad. Yeah, I was doing journeys. I've been doing journeys for time. And imagine before Farnborough I was playing for Aldershot. Take that in.
Mad.
So I went from Aldershot, like under 15s, touched QPR for a bit. I was at QPR, obviously Raheem Sterling plays in the same position and he's like 15 years younger than me. So that didn't quite go out. Although every game I played in, I scored. So did he.
Was he doing a madness? Like?
Well, the worst thing is, every game I played in my age group, he scored. And he was playing in the age group above me. Do you know what I mean? So it was never
you're already behind.
I was already behind from the get-go. So that didn't go to plan. And then I went to Farnborough for a bit. I think I did a madness. I think I was playing for Farnborough and Feltham. I was playing like some Sunday team in Feltham. So I was playing Farnborough on a Saturday, Feltham on a Sunday, just doing up journeys. Because none of these teams are close to my house. And ended up going to Barnet on a college program.
Oh, okay, there. Yeah, I got
so
you.
I didn't have a scholar to start with. I was in this college group program where like, you sign up, you pay your money, and you use the facilities, and the whole promise is if you do well,
it looks good. Yeah,
you can get a chance to go. Which, to be fair, it did work out. Do you know what I mean? But it didn't work out for a lot because it's like a side scheme to add revenue, but it worked out. I was in the college team, scored a lot of goals for the college team, went up to the youth team, scored a few for them. Went to the first team, played a few games in like Heart Senior Cup, so like a little cup competition. I think I scored in that as well. Ended up getting in the squad for the first team in League Two. These times they're still emailing me saying you owe £200 for this term.
So you're in the first team, but they emailed you saying right. Like,
so imagine I'm not telling my dad, because obviously these times I've got no money, I've got no job, so it's my dad who's paying this £200 a term. So I've told him like, they're still asking for the 200. Like, I don't think we should pay it because last week I was at Gillingham away in a hotel and I've got no money. So man are buying me, I remember Ricky Holmes are buying me sandwiches at the service station because I've got no bread.
Yeah.
My mum's give me like £6 in £2 coins. Like,
it's not gonna stretch.
But you know what it's like at the service station? Like,
that's all a packet of crisps.
Did you get me? The service station is mad. So Ricky Holmes used to buy me, fair play to Ricky Holmes, yeah, because we didn't even talk that much because I was young and shy. I was just staying to myself. But he was like, "Oh, Jam, do you want anything?" And at first I was like, "Nah." He was like, "Nah, come on, I'm getting you something." And I was like, "Oh, cool."
You must have had your belly rumbling or something.
He must have still. Man just saw me wasting away in the back. But nah, man. So from the college team, ended up being in the squad a few times. Ended up getting a scholar in the end. Done that. Played a few games in League Two, and then it all went downhill after that.
Wait, I'm gonna say a name. Yeah, Edgar Davids.
Yeah. That's your boy still. That's your
boy. Not my boy. It's not my boy, but go on.
Yeah, he come in. I think I played like 8 games on the bounce. I thought I was doing pretty well until I missed a big chance.
What was it, a big chance or?
Big chance, big chance. So imagine it's 2-2, yeah? Southend away. These times I'm on fire. Like I'm on fire. Like I'm doing my thing. Like it's like my 8th game now on the bounce. So like I'm comfy. I think I'm taking corners. Like man, I ain't really taken corners since. Do you know what I mean? But that's how mad I was moving. And it's 2-2, like 90th minute. Nursey's gone down the line. Your boy squared it across the goal. Yeah, I'm in the 6-yard box on a Raheem Sterling thing. Like Sane Sterling. Like it's a tap in from 3 yards. Gone to put my foot there, bobbled over my foot, and it's just gone out for a throw in the other side. So like I ain't touched it at all. All I need to do is touch it, and it's 3-2, and we've won the game. Bobbled over my foot, it's gone out other side. They take the throw in. Referee blows his whistle. That's the end of the game. Man's on the floor after the game. Finished. Manager gets sacked on the Monday. Edgar Davids comes in.
Yeah.
First session in, yeah. We're doing a passing drill, yeah. First session in passing drill. Bang. I'm supposed to set to him and he's playing to whatever the next cone is.
Yeah.
So we're saying we're going to walk through it. Boom, boom, boom. We're doing it slow. Bear in mind we're doing it slow because we're walking through it. So everyone's rolling it softly.
Yeah.
He gets to his thing where he's playing it to me and he's wrapped it. Like,
what? No need to wrap it.
There's no need to wrap it because everyone's just rolling it because he's just explaining it as it goes on. It gets to my thing and he's wrapped it. But me, like, luckily, bam, the set was nice. You get me? The set was cold. And then boom, So that was the demo done. So I was thinking, all right, cool. So we do it again. Boom. The set was nice. And he says, no, stop. Like, I need the pre-action. So he wants every man to now run away and come back.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. Like, I've just done 2 good sets. Like, I'm in a good space. The next one, we start again. The third time round, goes boom, boom, boom. I do my pre-action. I come back. He wraps it. I go for the set. Goes up. Man chests it and plays it, yeah. And he says, nah, that's it. This is how you're training. This is the big boys club.
What?
Bruv, that was it. That was me. Go in. If you're going to train like that, go in. My head's gone.
Wait, so...
No, you're not keeping it. My head's gone.
Oh, so you just walked in?
He told me to go in.
But
he said, if you're going to train like that, go in. So I've like...
And this is in front of everyone?
Bruv, in front of the whole group, fam. So I've like gone to the side where the warm-up was. And I'm like... I don't even know what I'm doing. I think I'm like just jogging between the cones, like just to try and stay busy, like to like not give in.
Yeah.
And I think Uli or something, like his assistant, come over and said like, you need to go in. Like,
you don't what you were.
He said like, don't worry about it. Like, just go in. So imagine I'm going in. The youth team are still in the changing room and that. So I've gone in and they're like, what's happened? I'm like, just sent me in, bro. Like, that's it. And then from there, it was just an upward climb, like to try and build that relationship again, but it never really worked.
Did you think your career was over at that point?
Yeah, because after I got booted, the other 2 youth teamers that were up got booted. So George Sykes got booted, Ife Allen got booted. So imagine now, for like 3-4 months, we were part of the first team group, but we never trained. So we were in the gym when everyone's training. And if someone got injured, Stacky would come up and be like, we need one of you. Jam, come down.
Yeah.
Thankfully, every time someone got injured, it was me. So I remember one time Yids got injured, yeah. Or he was pulling out of training or whatever. Stacky runs up. Jam, you're training, yeah. And like that feeling, like bearing in mind, we're not back, we can't do gym every day.
Yeah,
like, we're not touching the grass. So we're just sitting on the mats the gym.
You can't even do extras. You
can't do nothing. You're not coming out. Like the youth team coach said, you can come and train with the youth team. But by that point, I think we was too far. Like I think it was a bit older than the youth team. Like it was just too far to go and train with the youth team at that stage. Well, we could have done really because
it would have been
a session, but it wouldn't have been the same. So he'd come in the gym. Oh, you're with us today. The feeling when you get up, because we're just sitting on the mat. So feeling you get up and you just look at your 2 boys like sitting on the mat. They're gone, bro. It was mad.
They sent you on a few loans, innit, like non-league. Did that help make you like the player you are now, or was there other situations that simple? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, some of the loans, because I think I done about 8 loans, so I enjoyed some of them. Some of them were like mutual consent, if that makes sense, and some of them were like, "This is where you're going. That's it." So my first one, there was no mutual consent. Still, it was. This is it, like. So imagine it's orange. These times it's Orange Wednesdays, yeah. So I'm in the cinema. I'm in the cinema with my missus, yeah. My phone's ringing off. Who's this? It's Paul Fairclough, yeah. So he was the head of football at Barnet. So my phone's ringing off. I'm not picking it up. I'm in the cinema, like Orange Wednesday. Voicemail. So I listen to the voicemail while I'm in the cinema, yeah. And it's he's gone, Jamal. It's Paul, you're on loan to Hitchin for the next 3 months.
They didn't even ask you.
No, you are on loan at Hitchin for the next 3 months. I'll send you the address for training tomorrow. Don't bother coming in to training, like with us in the morning. Like just report straight to their gaff. I was like, right, that set the tone. Like, so I've turned up to Hitchin, and it was actually ledge. Like I was playing men's football. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had to get used to a whole new changing room, and that was the eye opener, because like it was a whole new world of man are going to the pub after training, man are doing this, man are turning up in vans, like white vans with paint all over them, like nuts. Like it was just a whole new world that I just never saw before, and it was a pretty good experience, to be fair.
Decent. Okay, when did you start coaching? When did you When did we meet? Was you still at Barnet then, or was that long gone?
I went to I was at Hemel Hempstead, where another madness happened.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
I was at Hemel when I first started with Love the Ball, because they but they kind of messed it up as well, because they went from Tuesday, Thursday nights, so they started trying to do the professional Monday morning.
Okay.
But to be fair, back then I didn't have many hours with Love the Ball, so I could do the Monday morning. But when my hours went up, it was impossible.
Yeah.
Like, and to make it make sense, it didn't make, like, it couldn't, 2 and 2 didn't add up. So I had to kind of skip the Monday morning sessions and go to work, which as a young boy trying to be a professional footballer and I'm having to skip out sessions, it ain't really ideal. So they wasn't too happy with that either.
How did the convo go with the work boss?
So eventually I had to tell him, like, I can't do Mondays anymore. And I think he tried to take a Wednesday off me, because
A full day as well.
Well, you just won't do Wednesdays. If you don't want to do Monday, don't do Wednesday. Hold the Thursday after school club. I was like, boy, is that how you're moving?
Do you know what's mad? Because I remember talking to him after this year. He was losing. I was thinking, right, like, what? Just let him play football and just let him make some money, innit? Like, what is? You're not there. I'm there. I can't do it by myself. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he kind of, he treated you like a little kid.
Yeah, I think I was at the same time I was a little kid. Do you know what I mean? Like, mentally, I just wasn't. Obviously, today that couldn't happen. But back then, like, I wasn't gonna say nothing back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna be like, that's out of order. Like, nah, I'm doing this. I just held it. Do you get me? Like, you took that, like, out of nowhere, man. Just, it's taken hours off me.
That's money as well.
That was irrelevant to the situation. All I needed was Monday morning, like, to go training, and all of a sudden now I've lost the Monday morning and I've lost another day of work. But we move.
How was he? How was it like making money then? Like, was you all right with it? I'm setting you up here.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
Getting paid. Was it a fight?
Yeah.
I know my answer.
Yeah, it was a bit of a fight, man. It was difficult because really and truly, both jobs, because the football at Hemel used to get paid after each game.
Envelope
chairman, envelope, and it was at the chairman's discretion. So after the game, shower, get changed, sit in a little bar bit. Chairman's in a good mood, he might have one drink, come over, give you your piece. If he's in a bad mood, he might have 3 or 4 drinks and then give you a piece.
Oh, so you're waiting for him to pay you?
You don't know what time you're going home. You're sitting around and he's like, okay, like, everyone's like looking over, like, when's he coming? Yeah, I'll just order another drink. Oh, he's just having another pint. These times it's 4 pints deep. It's been an hour since the game. Like, it's a 3 o'clock kickoff. It's now 6:45. You just want to get your envelope and go home. So that was a fight. And then obviously the work payment was a little bit of a fight as well. Like, having to fill out all the forms and that. It's just hard. It's just hard work.
What else did you have to do? What else did you have to do?
What, the session plans?
What else did you have to do?
What else did we have to do? I remember doing last minute session plans.
Session plans. I had to lie to him and say, right, big man, I'm at dinner. I need to pay the bill.
Oh, yeah.
Pay me.
But
it's all 9 o'clock.
But facts, that actually happened a couple of times. I'm in Nando's. Like, oh, babe, let's go Nando's. I get paid today. Let's go Nando's. Like, checking the thing. I ain't been paid yet, you know. Like,
mine was all like minus. I'm like, big man.
Like, we're going Nando's at 7. It's 6 o'clock. I ain't been paid yet. I'm thinking, rah, might have to leave Nando's still. Might have to start chefing it up in the kitchen. Like, calling, like, can you do it, please? Have you sent this?
It's not even that. It's not even that. It's the it's Friday. I've done. Yeah, what's going on? He's like, yeah, just waiting for your session plan, mate.
No,
I've said it. It's smart. Let me have a look through it. It's all 9 o'clock.
He's not happy with the session plan.
He's not happy about one thing.
You're not happy with the session plan.
My name's not on it. Put my name on it, then I'll pay you, bruv.
How about the little Excel sheet you have to fill out with the hours on? How am I gonna fill that out, bro?
But we're self-employed. Just put the money in my account.
Just run the peas, man, and let's be off.
Yeah,
Man.
so we're gonna have a chat
We're doing
about
a
this,
good
but
job.
yeah.
Flipping hell.
But
Character building, man.
yeah,
Character building.
give us one of his quotes.
What you you can take the donkey to the well. Bro, I must have heard that 150
Who was the
times,
donkey?
bro. You was the donkey.
Nah, I was
bro.
never. No way. I was never. Brother,
he's talking about you.
I was walking down the A3 with footballs on my back.
I was driving
in the rain
from North London
Yeah,
through flipping, what's that park called?
Richmond Park.
Through Richmond Park, bro.
Remember the 9 o'clock sessions? Yeah, when if you miss the sunset and you can't go through the park, you have to go a long way home.
Bro, Hampton Lane and that when the traffic hits, going past Barn Station.
Oh, too man. You should just give us a pay rise.
Adman doing travelling, man.
But fair play to him. He sorted out Hampton Richmond, even though you didn't want to go. Why didn't you want to go?
Because all my loans to then were Conference South level, and Hampton were in the Ryman Prem, so it was the lowest that I'd ever gone. And that, like, ego-wise, that was like, oh, like I want to stay in the Conference South, or I want a Conference Prem team, like, just all ego, really. Like, I want to stay as high as possible, even if it wasn't even about money, really. It was like,
shut up.
It's all the same.
No, because I remember you
bro.
was like, I can go Welling, get conference. I was like, they're gonna get relegated, or I can go Hampton. I was like, Hampton or Ollie. Hampton are going to win the league.
I told you about Welling, yeah.
Wait. You wanted to drive from Harrow to Welling. That's
no, but I told you why I cancelled Welling, though.
Go on.
Because they said they've got a young squad. I spoke to the manager.
Oh,
They said we got a young squad. I was going to be the oldest player there, senior pro at like 22, 23. I said, I'm not ready for this, bro.
People, I had to kidnap this guy in his own car and take him to Hampton Richmond training to make sure he's
there first session.
Yeah, bro. To make sure
it's
like, make sure he goes. I'm like, he's going to drop me home. No, drive to Hampton. I was like, it's his car. Drive to Hampton. You know when he puts on that voice.
He's moving mad, bro. I swear he wanted me to sign for someone else though, so I can carry on.
I don't know about that. Actually, I think he tried to sort out Aldershot deal so you can work as well, innit?
That's what it was. He wanted me to go Aldershot. So I can say, nah.
But Hampton was a revelation.
Hampton was one of the best moves ever, man. Like, apart, like the whole thing of I'm having to dip down the leagues. Like, once that kind of wore off, and I just got used to, like, okay, here I am. I've got to try and prove myself at this level, because no one wants me in the Conference South. Like, the minute I deep that.
Sorry to cut you.
Go on.
What happened at where Hemel? I just remembered something about.
Yeah, I'll take Hemel. This is where I knew my time was done at Hemel. So imagine we've got Gosport away, which is close to Portsmouth.
Yeah. So
we're getting a minibus down. So driven to the stadium, minibus. These are the times when it was 16-man squads. So getting a minibus.
If you're travelling, you're in the squad, basically.
Yeah, you're travelling. We're only bringing 16 players. Yeah. 5 subs. You're nice. Getting a minibus, banter on the way down. You get me, a bit of music. Everyone's having a great time. Game day. You get there. Obviously, there's not names on the shirts. It's just it's just the numbers. So you got to wait for a moment to tell you, like, who's starting or what number you are on the bench. So he reads out the thing. Don't hear my name. Thinking, oh. Like, so I go up to the coach and like, oh, what number am I? Like, I didn't hear, what number am I? He said, oh, let me speak to the gaffer. I said, all right, cool. So I start getting changed. I start putting my socks on or something. And I fully get changed. He said, I think he must have said you're number 16 or something. So I fully get changed. I'm out. I go out to the warm up, start doing the first bit of the warm up. Then the coach pulls me again and said, the gaffer said, you're not on the bench. I said, what do you mean? Who's on the bench then? He said, he just thinks it's best not to put you on the bench today.
But there's only 16 men.
But there's only 16 players here. Like, there's only 5 subs, so you're naming 4 subs when you could name 5. And I'm here, changed.
You're on the pitch.
I'm on the pitch warming up. And the manager's standing over there, and he's not come up to me, he's not said nothing. The coach has done it. So I've gone, So I'm not on the bench at all. Like, why am I on the bench? He's like, I don't know. The gaffer said, like, you're not involved today. I said, all right, cool. Hopped the fence, went back in the change room, got changed. Bear in mind, my dad was coming to the game. So I see my dad, like, just pull up to the game, walking in the
Paid
team.
his
Paid his £5, £10, whatever it is to get in. And I see him. So I said, that's it then. I jumped the fence, go get changed, walk around the stadium to my dad and say, listen, we need to go home. Like, I'm not playing. Let's go home. He says, cool.
Well, you told him what happened. He's like, yeah, this is.
Yeah, he's like, let's go. Like, I'm not watching. I didn't come here to watch these men play. I come here to watch you play. And you're not even on the bench. So got back in the car, boom, straight back home. 1.5-hour journey of absolute head loss. So I've told them, man, listen, like, this is me. No, it gets worse. So after that, yeah, Monday morning, we've got training, and he goes, you're not training? I said, what? He said, yeah, the gaffer doesn't want you training either.
And he's not saying nothing to you, innit?
He's not saying nothing. So I'm gone. So he's telling me I've had to cancel my work hours for you, and now I'm not even training or being in a squad. He said, listen, I'm done then. That's me done. Like, I'm not coming back. He said, like, don't worry, like, it'll be fine. We'll release the paperwork. You can sign for someone else. I said, cool, run that. I get a call from the manager. First time I spoke to the manager since. He goes, we're not gonna release your paperwork until you bring the training kit and the bag back. You know, the massive kit bags.
Yeah.
He said, we're not releasing your paperwork until you bring the kit bag and the kit back. I said, listen, you can have the tracksuit. I don't want it. Like, I'll drop it wherever you need it. I'm dropping it there now. Like, I'm going now. So I met the secretary or something in Hemel, dropped it off. He said, no worries, I'll do the paperwork today. Text me again a couple hours later, paperwork's done, no drama. I said, bloody hell. Then went to Hampton and
Shined on.
had to, bruv. I had to, because no one else wanted me. I was like, who wants me in the Conference South? No one. I'm calling all the people I went on loan to. Nah, I can't take her. Not really sure. We got space for you at the minute. Maybe next season.
Did you feel like you was blacklisted?
Maybe, because a lot of the loan clubs I went to, I did well. So I can't see why they wouldn't want me. I might have had a little bit of an attitude back then. I had another problem with Boreham Wood. So imagine, I wasn't in the squad again. I wasn't in the squad for Boreham Wood. But that was legitimate because we had like 20 players.
Yeah.
So there was 4 men not in the squad. And
but they do things proper, like 20 people.
Yeah,
travel.
it was proper. But this was a home game, so we rolled up to the home game. I'm not in the squad. Fair enough. That's fine with me. If you don't feel I deserve to be in the squad, that's fine. But the Hemel thing I wasn't cool with. So I've gone to the manager, can I still do the warm-up? And he said, yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I've travelled here, I'll do the warm-up. Because I felt better about it, because like, he told me properly, like, you're not in the squad today, but, you know, you might be in there next week. I said, I might as well do the warm-up, innit? So I'm doing the warm-up, doing my thing, like, starting 11 go in, the subs stay out, we're doing kick-ups, like, 60-yard volleys or whatever, like, volleying it to each other, do you know what I mean? So that happens, and we come in, I see the manager as I'm coming in, I was like, where do we watch the game? Like, because obviously you can't sit on a bench, and that was the first time I wasn't in the squad, so I was like, where do we have to watch the game? And he was like, you don't have to watch it if you don't want, you can just shoot off. And I said, you sure? And he was like, yeah. Boy, I'm shooting off then. So I went back, I went home, went to my missus' house, and the next day, or whenever I go back to Barnet, they're like, so who do you think you are? Like, you're just leaving the games without telling anyone. What? Yeah, so what? You didn't put you in a squad, so you thought you could just leave the stadium? Is that what we sent you here to do? We sent you to get experience.
He stitched you up.
I said, what are you talking about? He said, I actually went to ask him, where do I watch it? And he said, you don't have to watch it, you can shoot off. Those were his words. Prior to that, the words, I'm going to shoot off, never came out of my mouth. So those were his very words. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I said this to the coach. I was like, he told me to shoot off. What else was I supposed to do? no one believed me, bruv.
Swear down.
Didn't believe me, saying, this is the attitude problem we're talking about. Like, it's mad, bruv.
Do you know what? I'm glad you shine because you seem like non-league made you suffer, boy.
Yeah.
Even like, obviously, you're playing non-league. You don't know when your next paycheck's gonna come. You're not earning well at Love the Ball, and you're doing a madness on a Sunday. What was you doing on the Sunday?
I was at the car boot sale on a Sunday, bruv. Selling t-shirts for £1.
Swear down.
No, I've done a few car boots though. I've done a few car boots.
Who came up with the idea?
I've done a few with my mum when I was a bit younger. And then I was like, you know what? I need to earn some more money because I'm not making ends meet right now. Like, I've cancelled some hours at work and now I'm not even at that club anymore. This club's left me. I've gone to a new club. So the car boot sale was the only. It was either a car boot sale or do something else. And I think the car boot sale was a better option. So
I was thinking, what is this guy doing? Like, I left my foam roller in your car. He's like, yeah, it's gone, mate. It's gone. Car boot sale, mate. I was like,
car
what?
boot sale, mate. You had to go.
But yeah, Hampton, Richmond.
Yeah.
You found your feet.
Yeah, I think it was pretty much straight away because I knew Nicky Kabamba from before. That it was mad how I met him. So my missus' dad has got a shop, in Harrow. And next to that shop is Jaffan's. Nicky used to work in Jaffan's.
Okay.
So the two companies used to do goals together. Bear in mind, they're all 40-year-old plus men, most of them. And then Nicky. So like they was all gassed off Nicky. Do you get me? Like
he's the next best thing.
Yeah, he's chopping up all these like middle-aged men. And they're like, oh, we got this guy called Nicky, like he's sick. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'll come with you, innit? Because it's unfair. Like, they've got the young guy in there doing all the most, and he's just a bunch of like normal middle-aged guys who don't even play football. They're just there for the banter.
Yeah.
So I've gone, and it's just basically me versus Nicky. And that was the first time I ever met him, like through that. And then he was at Hampton, and we just ended up becoming boys. Like, we car schooling together and that. And we moved to Portsmouth together from there as well. Like,
okay.
That's my guy still.
I remember you were scoring so much that you said to me that the manager was Doswell. Douse, sorry. He said you can't take no more penalties. You had him doing marathons.
Yeah, he was
raise
running
money.
marathons, selling shirts and that to pay the goal bonus. I think he got one of his boys to start paying the goal bonus.
Swear down.
Yeah, it was mad.
Was you shining on that much? Yeah.
It was mad. I went there with like a couple months left of the season. Scored 15 that first one in the Ryman Prem. 15
in the last like 3 months.
Yeah, like must have been like from Jan to the end of the season. Scored 15 goal bonuses. He was moving mad, bro. Like when I say he was like, I've just run 2 marathons this week, like raising money and that. But nah, he's a good guy, man. He done his thing. Because then in the next season as well.
Mind you, you just won the league. You went there, scored 15, won the league.
Won the Ryman Prem. And then I was thinking, you know what? I've got to get a move now. Like, what else do they want to see?
Is that when you decided to leave work?
Yeah. That's when I decided. But when the move didn't come after that, I was like, I'm obviously not doing enough. So
you just won the league, scored 15. He was like, I'm getting a move.
Yeah.
Didn't come.
I thought that was it. I'm getting a move. I'll see you later. I'm off. And nothing happened. A few like mentions, this person might be interested, this person might be, but nothing ever came to it. And I was like, I'm not doing enough. Like, I've got to do something else. Like, this ain't... I didn't come to Hampton to not do well, do you know what I mean? And to not try and progress. So work had to get cancelled. And my Fitness First membership got ruined, bro. I was in there every day.
I was fuming when I was like, bruv, you've just left me.
You was by yourself doing solo, bro. You was at Nolmead.
Anyway, but every Saturday I'm saying you're scoring goals, you're doing your thing. And then Portsmouth. Yeah,
Portsmouth. Come to one of the games. You've been to Hampton, like, you know what the stadium's like. When you see 2 blue Portsmouth tracksuits, like, you can't miss it. They come in the full Arsene Wenger thing. I was like, right, like, you've seen that man over there, like. Won the game. I think I scored 2. And then heard nothing for a little bit. Just kept on doing my thing. Kept on scoring. And then, what did I get? Douse come in and said, listen, Portsmouth want to sign you. Like, that's it. Like they said, I said, I'll let you go. But obviously they can't sign you till January. But they want you to do a pre-agreement because they think someone else might come in.
Okay.
So I signed for them I signed the pre-agreement in October, I think. Yeah, October. And that's probably the best thing that could have happened because I think that pushed me on to do better because I didn't want to be like, because I had to play with Hampton until January anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be like, I've signed my thing now, like I'm done. Like, I'm not trying as much anymore. I think that made me more conscious to make sure I scored. Do you know what I mean? Because I didn't want no one to think like, oh, he's got his move now, he doesn't care about us no more. So like, I had to put that extra.
Yeah, I was going to ask
extra
that
yard
as well,
in.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I've been trying to shift that whole bad attitude persona for so long that I don't even think I ever had it.
No, it's just because you're Bov.
But
like,
it just
got a Bov
pushed in.
face.
Yeah, and people are telling me my body language when I'm on a pitch and that. It doesn't make any sense because my GPS will tell you I've run the most.
Yeah.
People are telling me my body language looks lazy. But that doesn't lie. The GPS can't tell you that I've run more than someone else. But so me trying to push that away, I've gone, you know what? These next couple months, I'm going ham for Hampton. Like, I had to do it. And then so went from there. I think I scored 23 in the end.
Mad. In the first half of the season, you scored 23 goals.
Yeah. Do you know, by the 17th of December, because I went to Mexico for Christmas. I went to Mexico for Christmas because that was like the only chance. Like before that, I was like, I'm not missing no games. And like, obviously, I've just signed a thing for League Two. There is no way you're getting a holiday. Any other time. That's the only time I've ever been away for Christmas or during a season in my life. And instant straight Mexico for Christmas. Yeah, it was nice though.
When you signed your deal, was you on peanuts or was you on like
At
good
Portsmouth?
money? Yeah, first deal.
Absolute peanuts.
Swear down.
Yeah, I was probably making more when I was working full time and playing football.
Serious?
Yeah,
but
it was hard, man. It was hard because now I'm not living at my mum's house. I now have to pay for my own house, pay for my own food, pay for all the bills, pay for the petrol. When I drive back to London, like, it's an hour and a half journey. Like, I'm just doing more things.
You're basically a full-on adult now, isn't it?
Full-on adult out of nowhere and earning a little bit less than what I was when I was full-time work and football. So, but it's one of them where I was like, I wasn't going to turn it down. I was like, at that stage, it's not about the money. If I do well enough, money will come. They always said if I do well, they'll give me more money. Yeah. You're a risk. You haven't played in the league.
Is that what they said? You're a risk?
Yeah. Which is fair enough. You know, can't expect them to throw a ridiculous contract at me. Mm. But it was hard at times, 100%. And then we had a baby and milk's expensive, bro. That first bit, the breastfeeding bit, when you think, oh yeah, this is all right. Like, and then when the breastfeeding stops and you got to buy the little cans, the little bottles of milk. Bro, that was like, we was budgeting it. Like, as long as we got enough money for the milk, everything else, like, we'll hold that. Like, if the car don't get paid, it's cool. Because
what if the big man comes and takes it?
Boy, you better get the pushchair out, bro.
To be fair, it's mad you got that mentality. Maybe because you were young. Because we had guest in season 1, like Craig Eastman said, he'd happily stay at Sutton United, who just won the league anyway, but he'd happily stay there and be part-time, then go into the league and not earn as much as what he was on. He wouldn't be, because he's older.
A lot of would rather do that. And it makes sense because
less pressure.
It's less pressure and you're earning better and you got more spare time you could have a second job if you wanted to even, do you know what I mean, to bring in more. But for me, it was like, I was just desperate to play back in the league again, whether I was going to make less or not. Did
you struggle with the transition from part-time to full-time?
Not drastically, because obviously after I quit my job, I was trying to train every day anyways. And the transition was smooth. It was more the transition of a new culture. And Portsmouth at the time had a lot of, when I first went there was like an Irish group, a Scouse group, a Manchester group.
What, in the team?
Yeah.
Okay.
And a Portsmouth, like grown up through the Portsmouth youth group and like everything else. Like there was those groups and then whatever else was left, that's your group.
Okay.
And I was in like the whatever else is left group. And that group is mad. Like we had Milan from Slovakia, Amin from Zimbabwe. Like it was just a mad group of players that had come from somewhere else. It was a mad little group. But just being able, I think going on loan bare times, like every 3 months or every month, I've got to blend into a whole new 20-player squad. So that kind of helped because I could kind of get into some of those groups a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But it's tough, man, especially when they're a lot older and they're thinking, who's this guy from non-league? Like, he's coming here. He thinks he's going to play. Like, is this guy serious? Especially when they play in your position as well.
Yeah.
It gets a bit sticky, man. The tension's high.
But we can't fault your work rate because even another guest we had on season 1, Tariq, he said THD, your work rate was mad, and it was only you and him doing extras after.
Yeah.
Then you ended up going and winning the league again.
Yeah.
How did you feel like you'd made it?
Not really, because behind the trophies and you scored the winning goals and all of that, I was going home and budgeting my shopping meal. Do you know what I mean? Budgeting my food shops, making sure I had enough money for the milk, petrol. Oh, can't go to London this weekend because boy,
was it that bad? Yeah.
At times it was, but at times I don't want to make it sound like it was horrible, but it just wasn't easy. Like the first bit, once your relocation fee runs out, you're in the dry.
Oh, so did you have to find your own house or they sorted you out?
You have to find your own house, but they pay for it for the first couple of months. So that first couple of months, you're thinking, this is all right. And then once that, they only pay for a couple of months. And once that's done, you're on your own, mate. And they don't really tell you that it's going to run out. You think, right, like they're paying for the house. Like, this is nice. Like, we've got all this money. All we got to do is buy our food and pay the Sky bill and whatever. And all of a sudden, 1 month, that rent money don't come in. And you're on your own.
Mad.
You got to figure it out.
So when you won the league, is that instant new deal?
Nah, I didn't get it instant. I got it halfway through the next season, I think. Yeah, so we won the league. Obviously, scored some important goals for that. Then went into League One, and I was thinking, right, like I don't know if I was ready for that step up, like
Was
so
it
quick.
mad?
It was a little bit mad. I think for me, like the maddest thing was like seeing faces that I've seen. Do you know what I mean? Like,
on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, rah, that's my man. Or like flipping out, follow my man on Instagram. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just being a little bit of a fan, like just seeing all these men. I'm like, even now, some days I'm like that. I'm like, bro, you know that? Like, that's Brett Sommerlonger, you know? Like, these times I've played against him, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're cool, but like that little fanboy on the inside, because I was so old and not playing, like I was still like looking up to them, man, kind of thing. You know, we're probably like the same age, or some of them probably even younger.
Yeah.
Like we were still kind of looking up to them until like we're pretty much on the same level now, kind of thing.
I know. Gonna go back a little bit. You said the breastfeeding. Yeah. Did Portsmouth give you time off when you had your daughter?
Nah. So Bon was born on. Say she was born on a Tuesday. Nah, she'd say she was born on a Monday, yeah?
Yeah.
Monday morning. So we've gone to the hospital Sunday night. She was born Monday morning. So I've text saying like, Mrs. gone into labour, I'm not coming training.
Yeah.
But they're going Doncaster away. So he said, all right, cool. Let me know when the baby's here. And I thought that was it. I was like, cool. I'll let you know when the baby's here. Get another text, is baby here? And now the baby's not here. Get a phone call. How's things going? Everyone all good?
Who's
Mrs.
calling
good?
you? Manager?
Yeah, Mrs. all good? Everyone all good? Yeah, baby's not here yet. Yeah, all good though. everything's all right. Her mum's got here now. So yeah, we're all good. All right, let me know if anything happens. I said, yeah, I will. A couple hours later, baby here, like, what's going on? Everything all right? How you getting on? I'm thinking, bro, when the baby's here, I'll text you. But it went on all day. So, like, she didn't come till the next morning. So I'm getting that all day. Yeah. And then when she did come, I think she come at like 9 something in the morning. I've gone, boy, it's impossible for me to text him right now because he wants me to play this game.
Oh, so that's why he's texting you?
That's why he's on me. He wants me to play Doncaster away. So she's born at 9. He's texted me, called me. I've not replied till like 12. Like, oh yeah, the baby's here now. But then I've like kind of left it. I think he's texted me again. I've not replied. Called saying, oh, glad to hear the baby's here. Congrats. How's everyone? Is baby okay? Is Mrs. okay? Yeah, baby's good. Mrs. is good. Everyone's happy, healthy. And then he goes, how do you feel? Do you feel like you can play? And I was like, I guess, like, I've been in a hotel, I've been in a hospital for 3 days, yeah. The hospital food in there, you're getting a sandwich that's like this big.
And like, you slept on this
I slept on the armchair. I slept in the armchair. I ain't been home, so I'm wearing the same tracksuit.
Yeah.
The last 3 days. I stink. I think I had one shower in the mad shower that they have in the room.
Yeah.
But I was like, I ain't going back in there, bro. It was mad in there. So I stink. I'm wearing the same trackie. I'm flipping. Ain't really eating properly. I'm having crisps and these small sandwiches, like dehydrated a lot. I'm tired, bro. These times the baby was just born.
Yeah.
Like, I'm emotionally stressed. Like, I'm just not there, like, fully focused on
my man saying
on a game at 7 o'clock. Long story short, big man said the CEO is outside the hospital.
What?
Ready to pick you up and drive you to the game. You're starting tonight. This is while we're still on the phone. Like, he's not like, he's asking me how I feel, but Big Man's already downstairs. He's already told Big Man. He's already lined it up. So imagine me saying that to my missus. Like, my missus' mum's there now, and I'm like, they want me to go and play this game. Like, what should I say? And it's like, you know what? They've been calling you for the last 2 days. Like, you might as well just go now. Like,
but this is your firstborn.
Firstborn, bruv. She's like, oh, you know what? She feels all right. The baby's all right. The mum's there. Her dad and her brothers and that are on their way down. He's like, don't stress. Go play the game, come back. Like, just have a couple of days off after that. I was like, cool. So, boom. I go downstairs. Bear in mind, I still, bruv, when I say I stink, yeah, I stink. So I'm in the back of this guy's car. There's him and his missus in the front. They're all trying to give me small talk on that, but I ain't really slept. So I need a little sleep. They're like, if you need to sleep, just go. So I'm all dribbling in my man's car, fast asleep, conked out, yeah. Then I hear the phone ring. His phone ring comes up on the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, how you doing? How far away are you? He's like, oh, about an hour and a half left. How's Jamal? And he's like, oh, he's just asleep in the back, but he feels all right. And he's thinking, he's gonna start tonight, so make sure you get some food. Stop off at the service, quick McDonald's, eat it in the service station, back in the car, back on the M-way. Get there, man's on the bench.
So after all of that?
Bruv, I come on at half time, yeah, because we're getting smoked. So I come on at half time, but my head's gone, bruv. I've done all of this to come and start this game. I said, you know what? I'm here now. I'm fully on it. Like, this is what I'm here for. I've made the journey. Like, I'm here to play, start, do my best for the team. I get there. You know what? You have had a stressful couple of days. I'll just put you on the bench to start with. And, you know, if we need you, we'll put you on. What do you mean if you need me, bro?
You just drove from Portsmouth to Doncaster.
I've just driven to Doncaster. So, ended up coming on at half time. We got smoked and lost the game.
And you made your missus carry the baby home by herself.
Yeah, missus carried the baby home by herself. But yeah, it was headless still. So he drove me back to the house. It was mad, bruv. Mad journey still.
That is mental.
No time off. But Dex, second born, I had time off. I patterned it properly.
Better.
Yeah.
Your second season in League One, first one's a bit hit and miss. Second season, top goal scorer, scoring at Wembley.
Yeah, team of the year.
What changed? Team of the year. What changed?
I think it was just getting comfortable in the team. I think it's hard because for me, especially like the whole non-league story, it's like I've always got to try and prove myself because I feel like if I do something dead, everyone's like, oh yeah, it's because he's from non-league. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's playing non-league a minute ago and now he thinks he's dead. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that's always going to come back on me regardless of how long ago that was. Even today, I still feel like if I do something bonkers in training, they're like, yeah, of course, like he's non-league. Do you know what I mean? He's like he's got lucky to be here kind of thing.
Serious?
Brother, that's what it feels like. Because some people will have that opinion.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Especially the men that have been academy their whole life, they feel like they've got that extra pedigree of quality that it doesn't exist. But yeah, man, it's just one of them. Like just getting comfortable and being able to express yourself and not feel like, oh, these man don't really rate me, like because I'm from non-league. And that second season in League One, I felt like I was the main man. The first season in League One, obviously we had Brett Pittman, who scored however many goals he did. Like he was the main man.
Yeah.
And then next season, I was like, that has to be me. Like I have to be that main man. Otherwise, I'm always gonna feel like that inferiority complex kind of thing. So I just took it upon myself to be the main guy.
Fair enough. And then Wigan come about, but
yeah.
See your current agent. I ain't got a problem with him. He's cool. I used to kick ball with him, innit?
Yeah.
So I'm saying to him, he's saying to me, I'm an agent. So I'm like, nah, you're one of them runners that just goes and watch players.
Yeah.
No, so I'm an agent. I was like, cool, I've got a player, innit? This is when you're in Hampton doing your thing. I've got a player for you. He's scoring every week. He's like, I'll have a look at him. Didn't sign you. Go to Portsmouth, didn't sign you. Then when you're at Portsmouth, you're doing this season, he rings me. He's like, your boy, Jamal. Who looks after him? I was like, now you want to be interested, innit? Then he contacted you.
Yeah. No, he's my guy, man. He's done well, bro. I think, like you say, from back then, it's hard for people to think, like, to invest and think that far ahead. Because if you looked at my past before I was at Hampton, it doesn't look great.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Stay at a team for 3 months and sign for someone else. Like, the amount of loans and that, it doesn't look like a good investment of time. Do you know what I mean? So I guess he waited to see how it panned out, man. And I think he's done pretty well.
Got you to move to Wigan, innit?
Yeah, man. He got me to Wigan and to Swansea, so big up Dan.
Big up Dan, man. Big up Dan. When you're at Wigan, before you lot off, so you start off shaky,
yeah.
Then you're flying, then the point seduction thing happens.
Oh.
You know, as a team, what are you lot saying?
It was mad because we had so imagine we had the point seduction after or during the lockdown. So imagine we started off obviously really, really bad and then started to gel. Then we had a mad week. We had Leeds away, West Brom away and Reading at home or something. And we won all 3 of them. These times we hadn't won 2 games back to back the whole year. But we banged Leeds away, West Brom away and Reading at home, yeah. 9 points. After that game, season got locked. We was rock bottom before those 3 games.
Yeah.
That 9 points took us out of the relegation zone. So we were at home saying, when they've cancelled the league, we were at home saying, go on then, put it on points.
Yeah.
Put it on where you are now.
We're cool.
Whoever's in the bottom 3, hold that. Like, that was us. We're thinking, what a great week to have. Like, the timing's perfect. Like, this is the first time we've been out the relegation zone and now they're talking about cancelling the whole thing from there. And obviously the months went by, lockdown and that, and we got the 12-point deduction through some mad betting scandal that the chairman got into, and we come back from lockdown on fire. Bro. I think we won like 10 on the bounce, but it just wasn't enough. We had Fulham at home. We had to win. Went 1-0 up. We're thinking, just hold on to this, and we're nice. And then second half comes out. That guy scores a free kick. These times the whole team talk is don't give any free kicks. Because he scored a free kick in the last 2 games. So he scored 3 free kicks
in a row.
Mad. We gave away one. He slapped it in. Calm. 1-1 draw. And that was it. Went down by 1 point.
Do you reckon if you'd stayed up, you would have got to move to Swansea? Or did the going down and you sign on a cheap make it easier?
Yeah. If we stayed up, I don't think I would have gone to Swansea at all. I think we would have. I was quite happy at Wigan as well. Like, towards the end, when the football we started to gel, started getting better, we was looking at, right, if we can win 10 games on the spin, like, if you can bring that into next season, it's not going to be a relegation scrap.
Yeah.
Like, you're seeing teams turn it around, like, the next season before. I'm sure Derby will do a lot better this season. Barnsley stayed up only because we went down.
Yeah.
And they got to the playoff semi-final. Do you know what I mean? You can turn it around. So that was our thing. Like, we're gonna do a madness next year. Obviously, it didn't quite work out, and it was like a car boot sale, like Wigan as well, bro. Players were flying out everywhere.
But I remember seeing that. I was thinking, bro, why isn't his name popping up? I rang you and he's like, you know what? I've got options. Yeah.
Nah, it was mad because, like you say, names were popping out quickly every day, and I was feeling the same thing. I was like, my name ain't popped up once.
Are you pressuring Dan to end? Right, like, what's going on?
Not pressuring him, but like, it's just like, it's one of them, because in my head, if I stay at Wigan, I'm in League One. I know League One more than I know the champ. Like, I know I can perform.
Yeah.
And either help the team and help myself, really. Like, I can do both. Do you know what I mean? I can perform well in League One. I know the league. I feel quite confident in doing that. And so I wasn't really too stressed about that. It was just about everyone's, like, just seeing everyone going and thinking, what's the team going to look like next year if I'm the only one that's left? And as you saw, the team was so young this year. They're signing players on 1 month contracts and that. Like, it was mad. But they did it though, stayed up. Big up Wigan, man.
Big up Wigan. Anyway, Jam, thank you for coming on, man. For everyone who's in the non-league game that's trying to go pro, there's your model. There's a lot of other people that have done it as well, but this is some guys, someone I've worked with and know personally. I know his work rate and stuff and his talent, and he's done it and he's playing in the champ. But yeah, thank you for coming on, man.
Big up, man. Thank you for having me, man.
No worries, bro. Favorite player?
Past or present?
Favorite player?
Thierry Henry.
Most skillful player you faced?
Ben Rama.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You can banter Hector about that nutmeg. Favorite pre-match meal?
Peanut butter and jam on toast.
That's your pre-match meal? Taking a piss. Biggest adrenaline rush you've had in football?
Scoring at Wembley.
What's your superstition before a game?
Superstition that I need to have eggs in the morning. No cereal. I need some eggs somehow. If the hotel ain't got eggs, you better find some eggs.
So what's the shin pads thing? Ain't that superstition, or is that just fashion?
What, the small thing? No.
Shin pads by your ankles?
Nah, it's just because my calves cramp up all the time, innit? So if I have tape above this bit, it's game over.
Worst trainer but best on a match day?
At Swansea.
Anywhere you've been?
Christian Burgess at Portsmouth.
Cool.
Awful trainer, but turns up.
Most embarrassing moment?
I don't know. Probably like my first initiation, like singing in front of the first team.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing.
What is your initiation song? That's the next question.
Back then it was hey, I just met you and this is crazy, but here's my number. It was that song still.
What's it now?
Got somebody.
Why is he singing?
She's a beauty. I don't know what the song's called, but I just have to run the lyrics.
Any regrets?
Not growing up quick enough. Like, when certain stuff was happening to me when I was younger, not saying something about it and just holding it because you're young and you shouldn't have this opinion and just firm it. When you're an old senior pro, you can have your say, but really, if you don't feel something's right, you should be able to say it no matter what your age is. So that's the regret.
Fair enough.
Yeah, man.
Jam Lowe, thank you, man.
Come on, T.